I'm planning on using some of these that I make into Renee, welcome in. Pennants inside of a round or a moon. Just waiting for the Artist and Creative Raid train to come in. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Good evening. Hope everyone is having a good day. Hope your your week started off nicely. Ours was a little crazy. Hey, Katie. Thanks for sharing. Okay, that's it. No problem. I'm actually working on my strawberry slow stitch kit. I have this. This isn't what we're going to do. Well, a little bit of it today, but we're actually going to. Oh, thank you. If I'm on it next month, I'll show how I did this, which is. How's that? Is that better? So this will be a sneak peek for how I did that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I hope something didn't drop that I needed. We are going to actually be making a little book out of a paper bag, and I've got a kit for that. But I thought I would start with slow stitch because everyone is asking about slow stitch, and so I thought I would show it. Yep, I think they're coming now. And I hope you guys have enjoyed all day long. And I don't think I'm going to get this started in time. Gathered Crafter. Hey everybody, hi Joey. Hi, everybody, welcome in. Hello, welcome in. Hi everybody, thanks for coming in. BNL Mercantile, thank you so much for the raid. Make sure that you've bookmarked and followed BNL. And see all the wonderful things she does. You are on the Artist and Creative Raid train today. We're getting towards the tail end of it here. Hey, everybody. How are you? Hey, Purple Turtle. Thank you, Tam, so much, as always. Hey, Tam. How are you, sweetheart? For conducting this train, make sure you're following and bookmarking Tam's creative journey. She's amazing, does wonderful jewelry work and beading and crafts and stamping and all the things and jelly prints and just make sure you bookmark and follow her. She does wonderful tutorials and has a really great shows. Oh, yes, this is an awesome train. Thank you, Tam. It really allows artisans to kind of show off their work, and so we appreciate that you have it every month. Hope you've enjoyed the train today. I've popped in and out as I could today, and I saw some really wonderful and inspiring things. So thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of it. And in fact, when we're done, we're actually going to raid into Tam, and she's going to wind down the train. So thank you so much for everybody coming in. I'm going to actually do a little bit. Actually, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway for, and actually, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm the Gathered Crafter, and thanks for joining me today. I do live demos, so this is kind of my wheelhouse here. I love to do live demos on all different kinds of crafts. Mondays, we do junk journaling. Wednesdays, we do different type of any kind of craft, really. We do, like here, this is my slow stitch kit that we have going right now. And I was going to show a little bit of this and then go into a paper bag journal. So you get a little bit of mix of things that we do on my show. And I'm also a late night crafter. So if you get up in the middle of the night and start, scrolling through different social media, come and hang out with us here on Whatnot, because more than likely on Monday, Wednesday, sometimes some other pop-ups, you'll find me here doing some kind of demo, and then shopping too. Yes, we are the late night crafty crew. Yes, we're definitely the night owl club. So over here, and we have a really wonderful community. Chat keeps going. Everybody brings their crafts in. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and do a giveaway for one of the things that I do a lot of. And this is one of the things I make is printable guest checks. So you're going to get a choice of one of these guest checks. Let me go ahead and do the givey right now. So this is the followers givey. So go ahead and get in, and you get to choose one of these guest checks that I have in my hand. So, and I do all different styles. And this is one of my new ones, one of my angel fairies, and then one of my little creepy guys. So you can hear, they'll have all these different ones. Hey, thanks so much, everybody. Oh, thanks, Katie. It's an awesome train, isn't it? Critter Chops, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Um, I appreciate you very much. Yes, we have a really fun group. So come and hang out with us when you can. Um, it's a lot of fun. So get in the Givey for the gift checks. I'm going to show you my slow stitch kit. This I have pinned down below. This is we have a monthly slow stitch kit that we do together in a craft along the first Wednesday of the month. This actually isn't it. We sold out of my August kit so fast this month. I had to make a second one, and I love strawberries. So as you get to know me, you'll get to know that I love strawberries. So I thought I would share this one as well. And we're also going to redo the August kit so that when it gets to September, the first Wednesday of September, we can do all of this together. So again, lots of live demos. Oh gosh, chat's going. Let's see. Oh, yes, Tam is awesome. So this is a slow stitch kit. It usually comes with a base. I have a base fabric of felt. Then I have some kind of featured fabric as my focal point. And then on the top, I have either a complementary fabric that we fussy cut and we collage onto it, or like I do today, have like a little applique. And what slow stitching is kind of a freeform embroidery. You learn when we get together the first Wednesday of the month. I'll teach you 4 different stitches, and then you kind of get everything in the kit. Everything you need comes in the kit, even the needle. And so I'll teach you the 4 stitches, and everybody kind of goes on their own. We chit chat and talk as we're working on it, and then everybody sends me pictures, and I get to see, everybody gets to I share the pictures live so everyone can see what we're doing. So that's kind of one of the things we do. And this again is my strawberry kit. I do have it pinned below if anyone's interested. But I'm going to show you how we kind of start it. We start it with a blanket stitch around. This one I'm not sure I was going to do the blanket stitch though, because I did a pinking shear around the edges. So actually I'm going to change my mind about that. So we start on the back. Even if you haven't done embroidery before, I've had people come in and do this with us. We take it slow so you learn the stitches, and they love it. They get hooked. It's kind of a mindful activity as well. So you're not only creating a little piece of artwork, but you're also focusing on something and getting everything else out of the way for just a little while. And you kind of, it's a mindful type of activity, a mindfulness activity. I'll actually kind of get in a trance with it late at night sometimes when we're working on this, and you'll catch me ramble, and I'm like, I catch myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not even making any sense anymore. What did I just say? Because I get so relaxed in it. So it's kind of really a really nice little project to do, just to get your mind off of things. Friends will take them to like within their purse because it's portable, just along with them, and they'll pull it out to slow stitch any different place. So we've had a lot of friends that are doing this now. It's getting kind of popular, and I do try to use fabrics from people on Whatnot. So this one in particular wasn't. I found this strawberry fabric and had to get it because I am obsessed with strawberries. If you don't know me yet, you'll find that out, that I love pink and strawberries. Oh, got a minute and a half to get away. But these are some of the other ones that we've done so far. This was our July kit. I have not finished this one yet, but I try to focus on. I got this fabric from All Things Resell. This one I did curate this Tim Holtz fabric myself. I am a reseller too. But I did get the appliques from like Plus Size Gals and different pieces like that. So I try to use things from people at from Whatnot, some of our friends at Whatnot as well. So to start a slow stitch kit, or any little piece of slow stitch, you just need a patch of fabric. Yes, they do have awesome scrap packs for sure. So I just tacked it in, and all I did was kind of just pick up a little bit of the material in the back and make a loop, and then bring the needle through the loop and tighten it. And that's your knot. That's going to hold it, kind of tack it there so it doesn't go through as you're working. And that's kind of the same motion that we're going to use for this blanket stitch. I'm actually going to do the blanket stitch because that's one of the things we usually do around the edges. You can kind of see it on the back here. It's a little bit of a triangle stitch, or a rectangle stitch, excuse me, that you do around, and it kind of just seals the ends in. They actually do use it on blankets, and that's why it's called a blanket stitch. So here we've got it tacked in. I'm just going to start off to the side. I'm not going to do the corner now. I'll do the corner when I get back around there. Oh, who's going to win? Tabby Rose 999, welcome, congratulations, and thank you for the follow. And you get to pick. So let's go ahead and have you pick this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I should have made more room here. We're going to be doing some stamping in a little bit, so I've got like everything out. And you'll notice I'm actually working. I've got a little teeny box that I work into. So let's see. We'll do this different length. And then we'll do that as 4. And this is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. So Tabby Rose, you get to pick. 6. Oh, you already answered. You're fast. 4, 5, and 6. You get the fairy angel. She is yours. And congratulations. Oh, the sunflower. They want the sunflower? Tabby, just confirming. Yes. All right. That is yours. Sorry, I added numbers. There for you because it was originally 6. Thank you so much. Let's see, how are we doing on time? Okay. So we're going to just kind of do a little bit of a blanket stitch again. These kits, I have them done every month. We do different ones. And this one we have right now. We also have a really pretty one that's coming back again for September. I just am waiting to get the fabric in from JW808. Had to buy some more from her. So when you bring we've tacked it down. We bring the thread up to the front. We're going to wrap the thread back around and right back into that stitch that we had at the beginning. We're just going to make a loop to start and just kind of pull it. Okay, so we got that. I was kind of tacking it in, and I just stuck the needle in my hand. That was really nice. From your calendar, Fire's giveaway starts in 15 minutes. Okay, that's really Alexa's too early. Now then we go over about a quarter. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa does not like to listen to me. So we're going to come from the back again, bring it forward. Now when we have a loop here, kind of like when we tack that knot down, we're going to bring the needle through the loop and pull it. And that's going to make our rectangle, our little rectangle spot. Okay. Now we're going to go to the back again and forward. And then back through the loop and pull. And that's a blanket stitch. So then you go all the way around. I'll do it a couple more times. Get that loop, pull, and then go in. And just kind of do that around. I'm making a little slow stitch kit sampler. It's going to be it's a patch. We use them. We make these are kind of a mindful activity. So it's crafting, but it's also kind of a self care type of activity. So it's a free form of embroidery, and we do this every month. We have a kit. I have a kit every month, and we do this together on the first Wednesday of the month. Here are some of the different examples that we've done before in the past. We have a lot of other ones too that we've done, but freeform embroidery. So it's kind of doodling with embroidery thread and collaging with fabric is what you do. And every month I pull, this month I actually have 2 kits. This is one of the kits right now. It's a little strawberry one. It's eventually going to have the strawberry applique, have different threads so we can have different colors. No, you don't have to start this way. I was actually going to stitch it straight, and I don't have the other one. And you don't have to do, there's no right or wrong way to do this. What I was originally going to do, I wanted to show the blanket stitch on this. What I was going to do and what I did on our August kit is I just did a straight stitch around the edge. So you can do whatever you want to do. So this is just one way, and this is the blanket stitch on how to do it. I usually use this when it's straight. When I pink it like this, I do usually use a straight stitch. So I'm just trying to show you what the blanket stitch look like right now, but it's totally up to you how you do it. You don't have to do it. In fact, I encourage you to do it differently than I do a lot of most of the time. In fact, people that are regulars in my room know that I'd rather they not do it the way I do it, because I want to see the wonderful work that they do. And they do. They show me all the things. So that is the blanket stitch. But yes, on this one, I wouldn't usually do it this way. I took 2 of me this weekend on a flight and worked on plans. Awesome. Thank you, Tanny. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that very much. So yes, I've heard that a lot. People will take it to them on trips. My kids have been on more vacations, I think, this year than I have. So they go on different trips. They go around to the doctor's office, on practice fields. It's just something that you can take that's mindful, kind of relaxing while you're in the hustle and bustle of life. So that is the blanket stitch. I'll show you how I would actually do it. So this one, because it's pinked, I would just do a seed stitch because it's going to be closer together. There's 2 different stitches. 2 of the other stitches we use are seed stitch and running stitch, and blanket stitch are usually the basics of slow stitching. I also teach a back stitch from embroidery because sometimes we like to outline things. So once I teach those 4 stitches, you're on your own and you do it however you want to do it. So again, we would tack it again, and because it is pinked, this is what I would usually do. It's just an up and down stitch. But that was kind of a boring stitch, so I wanted to show you the blanket stitch today. And you just go up and down, bring it back up. It's very much like a machine sewing stitch. And you just kind of go up and down along this stitch. And actually what I'm going to do, that's why I was kind of hesitant. I have rickrack with this one. The rickrack's actually going to go all the way around, so I probably won't even do that when I finish this. So if you want to see how I really do finish this, come to my shows and you'll see it finished. And I'm probably just going to sew this together and border this around and then add the strawberry in the middle and then use the different colors for the seeds on the strawberry and the leaves. But that, I just wanted to quickly show you. Well, for 15 minutes, I wanted to show you the slow stitch kit. So that's that type of thing that we do. And again, I have those available. We do those all the time, so they're quite fun. But I want to show you another thing that we do. And we make journals. We do make a lot of different journals. And I've made a couple of paper kits before, and this is a new one. That we're going to show today, and I do have it in a kit. I was looking through and trying to find different ideas for a couple of demo trains that I'm in this month, and I came up with this one that I've done a long time ago. And I started thinking, you know what? A lot of people are really going digital, but then I see newer crafters buying up all the stamps now. So, and I do sell stamps, and I used to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I started thinking, you know what? It'd be fun to show you how to do things without printed scrapbook. What if you were barely starting at crafting and you had a stamp set and some ink? You could create some really pretty things with just those little bits. So this was something that I did a long time ago. I'm going to update it a little bit in the craft kit that we have, but it is made out of 4 bags. And then you have the pull-out tabs with the different cards, and then you can decorate the inside. So what I'm going to do today is kind of update it and do a mix, because I do have some in my kit. I do have some digital prints in it, but we're also going to do some stamp techniques as well. So, and then again, I also am on YouTube, and so this demo is actually being recorded simulcast to YouTube. So if you want to go back to see either the slow stitch stitches or this paper bag journal that I'm going to show you right now, it'll be up there. And if we don't finish, we'll show it. I'm on late nights. So after the train is over, I will be on again, and then we'll kind of finish it there. We're actually working on a Christmas journal today too, because it is our junk journal night. But I'll work on this as well. So this is one I'm starting, and I wanted to show you from the beginning, and I'll show you some of the techniques here. So this kit, you need 4 bags of lunch sacks. You need 4 lunch sacks. And what we're going to do first, before we do anything else, so it's kind of a waterfall. Oh, thanks, Sam. That'll work. So So we're going to go ahead and we're going to trim off the bottom of each sack. This can also be used as ephemera, so don't throw those out. Junk journalers, we don't throw anything out. So I'm just going to take my 4 bags and going to trim off just really fast right there at that fold line, because we're going to trim them down even more. Let's see. And even this one, the one I'm demoing on, has a little wrinkle in it. I don't even care because we're going to cover that up later. Okay, so now what we're going to do, where's my notes for everybody to see, is, so on this bag, you're going to need 4 paper bags, 3 brads or some type of fastener to bind it together. We're gonna use 2 to 3 sheets of white or light cardstock. You can have scrapbook paper or digital paper, stamps and inks. And then the other general supplies you'll need are a cutting tool like scissors or a paper punch or paper cutter. I can't think. A hole punch, glue, stapler, and then we're also using some oil tabs today. And in that kit that I have that's posted, you do get all that. You get the 4 bags, you get 3 of the cardstock. You actually get 12 different whale tabs, so black, white, or brown craft paper, and then 3 of the brads. And then you get your choice. There's 4 different options in there. So we're going to use some digital paper. So you're going to get either a Christmas pack, so that you get 2 pages of plaid, a strawberry pack, so you'll get 2 pages of strawberry, a mushroom pack, or where's the steampunk pack? There's the steampunk pack, or the steampunk pack. So then you can choose that in there. There's different variants that you can pick, and you can choose which one you like. So those are available if anyone is interested in those. Okay. And plus you'll get the tutorial now, and we'll be recording later too. Okay, so we've got that cut out. Now we're going to cut down our pegs. We're going to cut them down. Each one's going to be different, and they're going to be start at 5.5, and we're going to make each one a little bit longer by an inch. So 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, and 8.5 is what we need. So I'm going to go ahead and get my paper cutter. Ew. And we're going to make sure we cut the bottom side, because we want this rounded edge for our tab for our pull on our cart. So we want to make sure we keep that. Using a wrinkled one. So you don't want to cut that edge off. You want to cut off the bottom edge. I'm going to start here with, I'm going to work backwards. So I'm going to start with my 8.5, because of that wrinkle in it. 7.5. 6.5. And 5.5. And again, make sure you're keeping the natural top of the bag, because we want that little divot in the top. Hey, Cynthia, how are you, sweetie? We are making a paper bag journal. Okay, so now we've got our 4 bags. I'm going to make them all even on the cut side, and we're going to bind it. And it's a pretty easy way to bind. If you have a Crop-A-Dile, you can use your Crop-A-Dile. I have some of these available in my bins. I sell craft supplies too, not just handmade items. So I'm going to just use this one because it's an actual really tiny punch. It's a little, there's probably about 1/8 of an inch punch on this one. And it'll work for the smaller brads that I have. I think my brads are back here. Yes, they are. I hope everyone's having a great day. Did everyone get to ride the train most of the day or not? I hope everyone got a chance to hang out on some of the, there's just some amazing people on today. I'm going to use one of my papers. I'm making the mushy one. So I'm going to cut a piece of my paper down. I just want an inch of my paper to do a wrap on the binding. Awesome. I know Allie was busy. Both Allie and I are busy. We have a secret PAL program too that we run on in my group, and we're just starting up the next season, and so we have things to do for that still tonight. Okay, and then I want it by 5 inch. So I want 1 inch by 5 inch actually. Yeah, I saw some really, really great things today. Lots of inspiration for sure. You are a secret pal. And I know who your pal is. Okay, so I cut down a piece of my paper 1 inch by 5 so that it'll go along in the binding, and I'm just going to fold it in half. You can use a scoreboard if you want to be precise. This one's pretty easy, so I'm just going to fold it over. And then we're going to go ahead. How are we doing? Ooh, we're getting close to time. We'll at least get to finish it. Finish this part. So you're going to fold it over. You can paper clip it if you want. Yes, Alexa, I know it's time for a buyer's game. And you're going to punch in the middle. In the end, one end. And then on the other end. Okay. And we're going to add our brads. Nope. No. No, Tim Holtz. Tim Holtz has got cool stuff, but so do other people. So then we're just going to add these in. Put the brads in. And let's see. Fold it down. You get the picture, and with the magic of whatnot, bam, we've got it done. And so here we go. It's all bound now. Put the brads in, and now we can cut down the cards. So the cards, you're going to use the cardstock. You're going to make them 5-inch wide strips, and then you're going to cut them down to 5 by 5, or they'll all be 5 inches wide. Then you're going to need one that's 5 inches wide or long. 5.5. No, I changed this. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's what it is. It is. I changed it because I'm like, that's a little too short. So it should be 6, 7, and 8. So I'll fix that. So I did change this. We did, and we'll talk about it later on today. The assignments are not out yet. I have to check. We were still outstanding some of the About Me questionnaires, and we can't, we have to send that questionnaire out with the pairing. So waiting for a few more of those. Hopefully they're in now. We sent an email out yesterday for those. Yep. Yeah, make sure that it's turned in, and we'll talk about more tonight. I don't even think I have time to show you in the middle. So in the middle, I was gonna show you a stamping technique, a masking technique, and a blending technique. So we'll go on and continue this later on, because I don't think we're gonna have time to do much of it next. But this is how you can frame out your own, just using some inks and a couple stamps. So if you want to learn more stamp techniques as well, I'll continue this one on a little bit tonight, because we also have a junk journal that I'm working on. And we might switch gears a little bit, because this one, we've been working on this one, a little golden book. And so I had to do, it's ephemera night. Was going to work on this again, but we will do, I tried. Thanks, Katie. So we'll finish this one up tonight too if you want to continue on later on. And we're also going to work a little bit on that journal for those that were not on the train that are waiting for my burning journal. But thank you everybody. We'll go over Secret Pals too. Secret Pals is closed for this session, but we do need to do some housekeeping. And no, you cut them down, Diana. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see it and how I cut them and everything. So this is actually going to be on my YouTube channel, and so will tonight's too. So we'll go over it again after the train. But hang out with Tam. I'm gonna hang out with her, and I'm gonna work on a little bit on more of this. Yeah, it's all on the video, sweetie. So thank you so much for everybody hanging out tonight. Again, I'm the Gathered Crafter. You'll find me on Monday, Wednesdays, late night. Fridays we do field trip Fridays, so we do thrift. You go shopping with me live, and you scan the shelves and buy things there. A little bit of a craft perspective, but we look at everything because I do collectibles too, and pop ups and raid trains. So I hope you come and hang out with me. We're gonna go and let's see. We've got just a couple minutes. We're actually just a minute. It's the Gathered Crafter. Where's my paper? So, again, thanks to BNL Mercantile for rating into us. Tam's Creative Journey. We're going to go see her again, and she's the mastermind behind the whole conducting and this train. And it is the Gathered Crafter on Facebook and YouTube. So you can check that out. See what we're doing with Secret Pals on Facebook. YouTube, you'll get the tutorials. So it looks like Tam just went on, and we're ready to go over there. And we'll see you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed the demos, and come hang out with us some more for even more demos. We're going to go over to Tam now. And here we go.